I should start recording this class. That's what I should do. Miss Page, Sharon Page, how are you? Because
So
I might email the class out to everybody. I might do that. I might do that at the end. You stick around.
that's good.
Good evening, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Drop a one in the chat if you guys are ready. Drop a one in the chat if you guys are ready to learn some game. Okay, Kimberly's ready. Let's go. Brett is ready. Okay, Eugene ready. Cynthia's like, let's go. Brandon's ready. Julia's ready. All right, we ready to go. Michelle MacArthur, how you feeling today? You looking good? I can see you. Good. I can see everybody's ready to learn today. I see you on two screens. That's what I see. Either way, you're like, I'm gonna get this game. But it's all good. Don't even worry about it. I see you on two screens. You're probably on your iPhone or something else. Let me admit some more people in the room. Listen, guys, thank you so much for participating and joining and getting some free game today. George said he's ready. Lonnie said he's ready. Good. Brian says they're ready. Good. So listen, today, tonight, this evening, we have my guy, Q. He's about to give you some game. He posted a video not too long ago. This is one of my old mentees. He showed me a video. He's like, Herm, I got the Experian game on lock. I'm getting these inquiries off. And I was like, listen, you know my mentees, you know my executors, you know the people that are following us. They know the motto. Success has receipts. You have to give receipts. If you don't have receipts, like, bro, I don't even know what you're talking about. He sent the video. He sent him on the phone talking to Equifax, getting these items off of their credit report, right? These inquiries. So he's like, listen, Herm, it's time. Let's give this game back to our people. So I was like, let's do it then. Let's start up a class. And you guys have showed up for it. So before I bring Q on, for those who are new, my name is Herman Dulce. I'm the founder of Bella Sloan Enterprises. This is a financial literacy company. We love to teach and engage people on being able to be financially literate, especially when it comes to the cases of credit and business funding. Funding yourself, funding your business, separating yourself from your business. So everything's in your business name and not in your personal name. I like to see when people are doing that, right? Because it puts us in a better position, right? Now, you guys know me. I'm not a hard seller. I'm not here to sell. You ain't come here for motivation purposes. I'm not here to motivate y'all. I'm here to give y'all the game, and y'all can go about y'all day. This call is maybe going to be 45 minutes, if that, right? We're going to give you the sauce, and we expect everybody on this call. There's about 230 of y'all, right? We expect everybody on these calls to follow the steps, step by steps, and bombard both of our DMs with results, because I need to see the receipts, right? Because if we're doing the free class, we expect for you guys to execute. I see everybody paper and pen ready. I see some people are typing to the side. I'm glad to see it, because you guys have to write down the information that we're going to give. I want you guys to be prepared for that. So for you guys that are new, I'm going to talk for 30 seconds, and I'm going to give my man Q the floor. Q, when I'm presenting my PowerPoint, are you able to admit people to the room? Are you able to see that, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So when I'm showing my PowerPoint, you can take over admitting people, because people are going to be coming in late. But I just want to give you guys real quick. A lot of you notice I see some of my mentees are in here already. Please bear with me. I want to give some people the game, right, on funding and how to fund themselves. And I know you guys have seen it, but I want to give them something too. I know they came here for getting these inquiries off, but let me just show everybody how to get some funding, what my 10 commandments are to get yourself funded. All right. It's a short PowerPoint. Some of you guys have seen it. Some of you guys haven't, right? Because if you're getting these inquiries, it's because you've gotten yourself funded, right? You got your clients funded, right? And you want to clean off your inquiries. What I've been teaching lately is something called credit optimization. What that means is, if you have a little time, I literally just did the video. If you have a little time, optimize your credit before you go get funding. Optimize your credit before you go get funding. What does that mean, Herman? That means, number one, getting as many inquiries off of your credit report as possible, because that's why we're doing this free class, to get you more funding, because each inquiry can cost you money, right? Because banks, this is how they think. Remember, I always tell you guys, think like the banks do. If you have too many inquiries, you look thirsty, right? You look like you're going for funding from everybody. So when that happens, you're going to be getting less and less funding, right? So to optimize how much funding you can get rid of as many inquiries as possible off all 3 credit bureaus. Number 2, clean up your demographic information on your credit report. What do you mean by that, Herman? That means I want you, like my name is Herman Dulce Jr., but on my credit report, before I was educated by my mentor, it had a bunch of aliases. Herman Dole, Herman Dulce Jr., all these different wrong spellings. I called up each of the credit bureaus, and Q's going to show you how to do that, right? He's going to show you how to call. You're going to call up the credit bureaus, ask to speak to the fraud department. This part is easy. You're going to say, hey, can you please remove these negative, well, not negative, this is not my name. Can you please update it? They're going to verify who you are. They're going to verify who you are. They're going to ask for your social. They're going to ask you some security questions. What you want to do is put yourself in position so you know all these answers already. Have your credit report ready, because they're going to ask you questions that are on your credit report, and you're going to answer them. They're going to verify who you are, and they're going to clean up these negative items off these, the address. That's another one. I want you to take off all the old addresses. You're going to clean up your name. You're going to clean up the addresses off of your credit report. All these old addresses, I want you to get rid of them. Only have one address on your credit report. And lastly, I want you to remove.
Point where you're rich is when you're making $1 million.
Hold on, I want to meet you guys. The last thing I want you to remove is your employer. I only have one employer on my credit report, and that's Sloan Enterprises. So this is what you just did. You just cleaned up your credit report, so it's only one name. You cleaned up all your old previous addresses that might have been connected to those inquiries. So you're helping yourself out by cleaning off those old names. And then you've also removed all those old employers. So now you look sexy to the banks. It looks like you had one job for a really long time. So it's all about making yourself look as fundable as possible. And that's credit optimization. And the last part of credit optimization is what we're going to teach today. Get rid of those inquiries. So real quick, there's a short class. I'm not going to bore you. But my 10 commandments for getting yourself funded. Number one, need to have a real proper business name, right? Name of my company, Sloan Enterprises. Sloan Enterprises, not Sloan Credit Repair, not Sloan Funding, not Sloan Real Estate, not Sloan Trucking. All those are high-risk industries. If you are in high-risk industries, you're getting less and less funding, right? So I'm giving you all the tips to maximize how much funding you can get. Because when people come to me, they're like, Herman, I got a 700 credit score. Why am I not getting funded? Because probably these top 10 things you don't have in order, right? Number two, you want to have a real business address. You want to look pro. You want to look professional. You guys, my mentees, I see a lot of my mentees on the call. They know the drill already, right? Virtual address, or you can get a registered agent. Right? You want to figure out how to get a registered agent? Right now, I want you to write this down. If you never heard me give this speech before, you're going to Google registered agent and your business, the state that you live in. Google registered agent and the state that you live in. You'll see a bunch. Matter of fact, we got a little time. Q, you going to be patient with me for real quick, bro? I know I'm stealing your shine. You good? All right. So let's do it real quick, guys. So registered agent and in Georgia. Boom. Now you see at the registered agent in Georgia, you see what comes up? $25. That's it. $25 to get yourself a virtual address. Let's do another one. Registered agent in the state of New York. Boom, $48. This is for the year. This for 1 year. Now you have an address. Now I got a virtual address because I need a virtual address because I have meetings there. I bring people in when I do my VIP days. So it's important that I have that. Number three, have a real business phone number. All this stuff you can Google. There's a free class where I'm giving you high-level information, right? We can go deeper in my mentorship, but I want to give you guys some high-level information so you can execute and see that this really works, all right? Get a real business phone number, because remember, I want you to look professional and pro to the banks. I want you to look as legitimate as possible to the banks. Number four, you want to have a real business email. My company email is info@bellastoneenterprises.com, because I'm separating myself from my business. There's a lot of people on this call that say, hey, I've done business with you, Herman. I've done business with you, Haitian CEO. And I tell you, you've never done business with me. You've done business with Sloan Enterprises, right? Separate yourself from your business. Have a real business email. My business email is info@bellastoneenterprises.com. Looking super pro, looking super professional, right? Because if I'm going to the bank and they're a business, guess what? The bank has an email. The bank has a phone number, it has an address, and it has a proper name. I need to have the same thing too. You want to make sure you have yourself a real proper website, right? Social media is not enough. TikTok is not enough. You got to look pro and you got to look professional. A simple landing page, you can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr, Fiverr.com, right? And get a website done for like $100. Don't sleep on Fiverr. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars to set yourself up. You doing all these things, guys, these little things is going to give you access to more capital. I'm trying to maximize what you guys are going to be able to do. I want y'all to type in the chat. I want to make sure y'all are alive tonight. Type in the chat the word max. Type in the chat max. I want you guys to maximize the funding you can get. We're not getting little bags. We're going for big bags. There's a shift coming. Fourth quarter this year, I don't know what it is, but I want you guys to be put in position for the win. You have to be put in position for the win. That's why we do these free classes from time to time. I think I'm going to do a free class every month for the rest of the year. I'm going to definitely do that for y'all. Number 6, commandment number 6, apply for an LLC. Now, if you notice the order that I'm doing these things in, right, you get those things done first so that you can put it on the LLC application. Because what was happening, I'm putting up shiny, I don't know if y'all can see my book of credit cards. I put up the platinums. I'm showing my clients getting funded and everybody running to try to do the same thing, but they're not structured properly. Fill out, do commandment number 1 to 5 first, and then you put that information on the LLC application, right? Then you get your EIN. That's the social security number for your business. Now that that's done, number 8, commandment number 8, open up a business checking and a business savings account. Why do I say to do that? Because you want to start a relationship with a bank first before you ask them for money. No disrespect to my ladies on the call, right? So you have to go out with a woman first. You got to wine and dine first. You got to do the same thing with the banks. You got to wine and dine. Hey, Truist. Hey, PNC. I'd love to do business with you. Really? For real? Yeah, let me open up a business checking and a business savings account first. Okay, that's cute. What else you got? You know what? Let me put a little deposit in the bank. Let me put $100 in the checking, $100 in the savings. Now you have started a relationship with the bank. In connection with your good credit profile, we're going to talk about that at the end because the queue got to start because I know you guys are here to get these inquiries off. In connection with your good credit profile, now you just maximize how much funding you can get because banks have something called an internal banking score. This internal banking score is dictated by the number of products and the deposits you have with the bank. So who's going to give you more money? Somebody who just walked into Truist and was like, yeah, let me get a credit card? Or somebody who opened up a business checking, a business savings account, made a deposit in it and said, I want funding. Think how the banks do. Commandment number 9. The commandment number 9 is cheat. Cheat. I'm a cheater. I say it proudly. I am a cheater, right? I do not have a relationship with just one bank. I have a relationship with many different banking institutions. I call banks my business partners. To my people on the call, starting your t-shirt line, your real estate, your tech company, you're starting all these different businesses, and you go to family and friends and ask them for money, right? Because you want a business partner, but you haven't proven anything yet. Fix your credit and go ask the bank for money first. Let them be your first business partners. Right? Start a relationship with them. Now, you see, I have 3 different banking accounts there. I have a national, regional, and credit unions. Everybody on this call, if you follow me in any way, you know my favorite lending institutions. My favorite business partners are credit unions. They give out the bag. Anybody on this call who got Navy Federal know what I'm talking about, right? They started you off at a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 credit card, and you have like a 400 credit score, right? They always blessing people, right? So Navy Federal is a good way to get your credit profile up. That's another conversation. So credit unions, start relationships with them first. All right. Can I give y'all? I'm giving y'all a little too much tonight, but I feel like I need to. You guys want a couple of credit unions y'all can start with online? Yeah. Q, I gotta wrap it up. Q, tell me I gotta wrap it up. Let me wrap. You want me to wrap it up, Q? Keep going.
No. Keep cooking.
All right, keep cooking. All right, because once I get started, I'm feeling the vibes. So listen. A couple of credit unions that you can start relationships with online, right? Apple Federal Credit Union. I've loved that one. Apple Federal Credit Union is one. Another one is Alliance, Alliance. ALLIANCE. Alliance is another online credit union. Open up a bank account, start the relationship, get funding. If you got a good profile, we're gonna talk about profiles in a second. And what's a third one? I'm gonna give you one more that's lit. What's a good one? All right. I'm gonna make a special announcement. Because after this, I'm gonna post this on YouTube. Here's another one people don't know about. All right, y'all ready? United States Federal Credit Union. Write it down. I see Miss Page. She wrote it down immediately. United States Federal Credit Union. The United States Senators Federal Credit Union. Google it. The United States Senators have their own credit union. Bet y'all didn't know that. And you have access to it. They have personal and business funding. Can you believe that? Oh, because you came to a free webinar. Bet y'all never heard of that one before. All right? So I just gave y'all 3 federal credit unions that you can start relationships with. And after you build business relationships with credit unions, you're going to take the sauce that Q's giving you. You're going to get the inquiry off of Equifax, right? My mentee already showed you how to do it on Experian. I'll drop that in the chat later, my guy Marvin. Get the inquiries off, and then guess what? Run it back again. With what bank? Now you step up to your regional banks. Your regional banks are like your key bank. What does regional bank mean, Herman? That's a bank that's in certain areas of the country, but not just everywhere, right? Credit unions are in specific cities, specific states, but sometimes you get a credit union that's nationwide, like Navy Federal. So regional banks are Truist. Truist pulls from Equifax. They give up to $25,000. PNC, Paul, Nancy, Charlie. They pull from Experian, right? That's another regional bank. That's a great bank. They give up to $20,000 in funding, right? Giving the sauce away for free. Then your national banks. Then I run the bag up on my regionals. Then I get the inquiries off, listening to the steps that we're about to teach you in a couple of minutes. And then I go to my national banks. Your Bank of America, right? Your Chase, your US Bank. These are national banks, the big boys. Now you go to them for funding and you get the inquiries off of there, right? And then lastly, commandment number 10, you ask for credit. These are my 10 commandments for getting yourself funded. Now, minimum, you need a 680 credit score. You need 2 credit cards on your credit report. They need to be 2 years old, and the limits need to be $2,500. And your inquiries got to be low. Your usage has got to be under 30%. If you are in that realm and you set up your business properly like I showed you on this screen, go run the bag up. On a terrible day, that's $10,000 per bank if you have that profile. 0% interest funding for 6 to 12 months. Run it up, enjoy. Get the inquiries off, do it again. Build relationships with these banks. All right? So I'm going to wrap it up, but I wanted to show you my strategies to getting as much funding as possible. Knowing where banks pull from is crucial to you maximizing how much funding you can get. What do you mean by that? All right. So I gave you some credit, knowing where they pull from. Experian. You get American Express, Chase, FMBO, they pull from Experian. TransUnion banks, US Bank, SunEast, Federal Credit Union, that's another credit union, National Credit Union. They do personal and business funding. They pull from TransUnion, if I'm not mistaken. All you got to do is donate to their charity, and you have access to this online credit union. Just saying, another gem. Then you got BMO Harris. They pull from TransUnion. Equifax. You got KeyBank, Truist, and Citizens. They pull from Equifax. Why is knowing where they pull from important? Here's why. So I'm going to American Express first. For example, this is how I fund my clients. I'm giving y'all my sauce. Pay attention. I go to Experian. Boom. I go to American Express. I get funding. $10,000 is on the low end. Now I got an inquiry on my Experian credit profile. Then I go to TransUnion and I go to US Bank, start a relationship, get funding from there. US Bank did not know I just got $10,000 from American Express because they're pulling from TransUnion. They don't see the inquiry. So they're going to give me the maximum funding. Remember what I said at the beginning of the call? When they see the inquiries, that's less funding. You got 2 inquiries, that's less funding. 3 inquiries, so when you go to a bank, they be like, yo, you just got 3 inquiries today. You got 2 inquiries in the last 60 days. You look thirsty. Instead of giving you a $10,000 card, it's $7,500. This is why this free call is important, to optimize your credit first. Then I go to Equifax, and I go to KeyBank. Relationship, pull the inquiry, get another $10,000. So I just maximize how much funding I can get. I got 10, 10, and 10. I got $30,000 off of a free webinar because I ran the play right. And now I'm up $30,000, 0% interest for up to 12 months. Because each bank didn't know what I just did because they're not talking to each credit bureau. Now, guess what? You're going to use the information from this webinar. You're going to get your inquiries off of your credit report. And guess what you're going to do? Run it back. I'm going to go to Chase. I'm going to go to Sun East. And then I'm going to go to Truist. Y'all see that? You're maxing out the funding that you can get. Right? I don't bore you with this because you're not here for this. But I just want to help you guys if you need funding. Right? If you need funding. If you, we're helping people get a $50,000 Chase business credit card. There's only selling I'm gonna do tonight. I'm just giving y'all some sauce. I'm giving y'all my plug. If you meet these requirements, text the word Bella to that number. You're gonna get on my call with the rep, and they'll help you get up to a $50,000 business credit card from Chase. Herman, I meet all the requirements, but I don't have a Chase account. Go get one. Go get one. All right. My other plug is American Express. I got my platinum cards. I have them for all my businesses. I love my platinum card. Here's my plug. Text the word Amex to the number below on your screen, and you can get a gold, plum, and platinum with only one inquiry, right? Only one inquiry. It's about getting as much funding as possible with the minimum number of inquiries as possible. All right, that's it. I'm not gonna do much. I'm not gonna take up your time. You guys came for inquiries, but I wanted to give you a little bit of extra sauce, right? So you can see that QR code on the screen. You can scan it and you can get this PowerPoint. But I'm also going to drop it in the group chat and make sure you guys get it. So you guys are going to be in position, all right, to get the win. I got you guys. I promise you I'm going to put that link there so you can get the 10 commandments to put your business in position. All right, I'm done talking. It's a wrap. I've been talking for too long. It's a wrap. Hugh, are you ready, bro?
I'm ready.
All right, listen, man. Quashawn White, amazing mentee, has been taking the information that he has learned and he has executed on it. He has shown receipts, and now it is time for him to teach you guys the information for free. So I want you to drop a fire emoji. Let me pull up the chat real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen. I want you guys to put a fire emoji in the chat. There you go. I already see him. I ain't even need to say much. Regine, what's up, sis?
Regine.
Cherie, yes, there we go. Robert. Ray, what's up, Ray? Listen, drop the fire emoji in the chat. My guy is ready for you. I want y'all to give him a low intro. No, high energy, because we're giving out this free information. And bro, we've been promoting this for 2-3 weeks. They're ready. There's 400 plus people on this call. Do not let my people down, bro.
I'm not gonna let them down, bro.
You're not gonna let them down?
All state, they in good hands. Bro.
They in good hands. It's all state out here. All right, listen.
I'm gonna mute
myself. I'm gonna turn off my camera so they're not distracted by this fun face. And I'm gonna give you, Miss Page, what's so funny? You laughed really hard. You laughed really, really hard.
Stop it.
So listen, Hugh, the floor is yours. Teach them, man. Give them the game so these people can finish out the fourth quarter of 2023 in position, bro. They're all yours, bro.
Let's do it. Well, first things first, what's up, y'all? Let me see who is excited to get this game, get these gems. Everybody drop a 3 in the chat. If you're ready to get these games, drop a 3 in the chat. I like it. So real quick, y'all, Herman did introduce me. My name is Quashawn. I'm a 23-year-old entrepreneur out of Philadelphia, currently in Atlanta. I do Forex trading, and just like Herman said, I was one of his mentees. One of the big things that I want to encourage y'all before we jump into this is to get away from the idea that knowledge is power. There are a lot of people out here that have a lot of stuff up here, but they don't know how to, just like Herman says, execute, right? They got a lot of game. They could tell you how to do something. They can tell you how to move inquiries. They can tell you how to move collections, but when it comes to the fact of showing receipts, they don't take that action. So the big thing, exactly, applied knowledge, application. So the big thing is to not just take all this that we're going to give y'all, but it's to get on it immediately. When I got people like Herm, people like Regine telling me to do something, I do it immediately. So we're going to hop into it, y'all. I know myself, I like to have something to take notes on. So I actually wrote up a script for y'all. I'm about to pull it up right now. So this is a step-by-step detailed play on how to effectively do this, right? With Experian, we can kind of just call and they'll just take it off, first round. With Equifax, they're a little more stubborn. So the big thing that I've realized is there's a certain process that when you do that process, it gets you results a lot easier without the hassle. So first things first, right? For all y'all that take notes, this is for you guys. First things first, you're going to pull up your report. Some people use Credit Karma, some people use Experian. Me personally, I like to use my Score IQ, all these other avenues where you can see what is reporting and what's going on with your credit profile, right? Next step is to take and cross-reference between open credit card accounts and inquiries that are on each of the bureaus, right? You have to understand that, you know, you don't want to go for anything that's tied to an open credit card account, right? Although it can be removed and disputed, you run the risk of the account then being closed, and that is a pain in the neck to get reinstated, right? Step number 4, y'all, this is very quick. Once you have all of those accounts that are being removed sorted, then you're going to put together your dispute letters, right? From there, off of those letters, you are going to use that to then put together your FTC report, right? And then next thing I do is file a CFPB complaint, which includes the previous documents as well as ID and social, right? Proof of who you are. Now, the thing with the FTC report and the CFPB complaint, with the FTC report that works so well for me, which has helped me to get the results I was able to get with Equifax, is I use very specific wording, which we won't have time to go into tonight. However, I will put a link at the end of this call for you guys to book some time. And for everybody that's on this call, it'll be a 50% discount for normal. It'll be from after we got this call until Saturday night. I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be in Puerto Rico. No one is reaching me next week. But from that time, from this time to Saturday, you guys can reach me, and I will sit, and I have a file also that tells you exactly what it is, so you can simply copy and paste and ask any questions while we're on that call. Right now, what you can do is you can wait and see what drops off first. So myself, I've waited 1 to 2 weeks, and whatever is falling off, I've had complete list of inquiries fall off. And from there, or you can just wait a day after, but I like to, again, make sure that the time has passed for the information I sent over to get to the bureaus. That way, when I call, they know that, okay, this stuff is on file. We already have this documented, right? And the next thing is you're going to call this number for Equifax. This is the number that I call. And it's right here. If you need to write it down, write it down. If you already have it, that's great. The number is 800-525-6285. Again, that's 800-525-6285. Now, you want to make sure that you're speaking with the fraud department. Now, once you get on, this is important, right? Once you get on with the rep, you're going to say these words, and this will all be sent to you guys. This is going to be sent to you guys at the end of this call for free. You're going to say, hi, whatever their name is. I noticed some unauthorized inquiries on my report, and in accordance with the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, I'd like to have them removed immediately. Guys, when you get on the phone with these people, you have to bully them. Some people are going to be very, very cooperative. Some people are going to give you a hassle. One thing that I hate is when I call them, because I'm the same way. If I'm finished a job, I'm finished a job. So if you call them at 7:45, they're going to say, oh, well, yeah, let me go check on this. They're not coming back. So make sure that you are bullying somebody, whoever you're on the phone with, to make sure that you're getting the results that are desired. All right, don't play with these people. So give them any information that you need to give them to verify your identity, such as name, date of birth, social, address, etc. And if they ask if you submitted an FTC report, you're going to say yes, about 30 days ago. If they ask if you submitted a complaint with the CFPB, you're going to say yes, about 30 days ago. Then they're going to ask what the inquiries are. You're going to list them one by one. All right, I give them everything on the list of how I have it on my paper and just go down. Very simple, very easy. The most important thing is to lead the conversation. I have sales experience. That was one of the big things that I've understood is, when it comes to you trying to sell something, it's asking a lot of questions, understanding the need. But in this case, again, we are trying to essentially bully these people into getting us the desired results. So you have to lead the conversation. We're not leaving any open space for any unnecessary, distractions. It's, listen, I'm calling for a reason. These inquiries need to be removed, again, immediately. Now, last step, is you're going to get confirmation of which inquiries are being deleted, and they will say a decision will be made in about 30 days, right? Now, we know that it's really 24 to 72 hours, right? But they'll say that. Don't think, oh, well, they're not going to come off. That's just what they say. It will be off within 24 to 72 hours. And again, just like anything that we do in this space, if you've already done credit repair, if you're new to this, a lot of the stuff is going to be rinse and repeat. If it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna work at all, right? Sometimes you got to call 2-3 times. For me personally, I've only had to do one phone call with these guys doing this exact process, putting the exact things I put on my FTC and CFPB complaint, and I have no problem. First round for me, they come off, right? And now the added reason that you want to record this conversation is so that you can post receipts, right? I know it feels good when y'all do something and y'all tag Herm and then y'all see it on his page. It's like, oh, Haitian CEO reposted me, and you get all hyped, you get all lit. That's the most important thing, because like we said, people can say a lot of stuff, people can know a lot of stuff, but until others can see that what you are claiming to know or claiming to be able to do works, nobody cares, right? So record and post those receipts. And again, y'all, this is not only important for the purpose of us getting funding, but think bigger, think more entrepreneurial, right? We want to get other people to then do it for us, which is why it's super important, why it's really important to be able to understand how to do things effectively, because not only can we do it for ourselves in an unlimited amount of time, but then we can outsource to people that don't know how to do this stuff and would rather pay for the convenience of someone else doing it for them. And then that way you're able to make a little bit of money, even if it's just a side hustle, just doing inquiries, you're able to then capitalize off of that. And that's really it, y'all. Again, it's nothing too complex. It's simply a matter of being consistent, being disciplined with the process. And again, you know, Herman tested, I was able to do this, no problem, posted the results. I believe if y'all go to my Instagram page, which is that's QJ, I'll see if I can put it in the chat. You know, I have a whole highlight of credit repair results, you know, literally conversations. That's a big thing. A lot of my results are conversations, recorded conversations, so that people are able to see, okay, this is something where, you know, he's doing this, he's not taking screenshots from anybody. And that's the most important thing, is people to be able to see that you're authentic and what you're saying that you're able to do. But that is it, y'all. And again, the most important part about this whole process is that when you guys are doing this, the key to this is really understanding the right things to put on that FTC report and that CFPB complaint, right? That verbiage that I use has been instrumental in getting the results that I've been able to get. So like I said, from now until Saturday, all next week, I'm going to be gone. If I do have any availability, I will make it known on my social media. But as of right now, the best chances, especially at that discounted rate, again, it's half off for everybody in here. That discount will only be applied for this week. Will be half off from after we get off this call until Saturday night.
So, bro, are you saying you're doing one-on-ones with people?
I'm doing one-on-ones. Yes, sir.
How much are you doing one-on-ones? So if everybody want to hit you up directly.
So normally the one-on-ones are $100, but again, if you book between now and Saturday, there is a discount code for students that are on this call for 50% off. So it's only going to be $50.
$50 for a one-on-one. Okay, excellent.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Now, bro, listen. There's too many people on this call. They got some questions, right? Now, we cannot,
Yep.
There's 400 people on this call. There's 400 people on this call, right? We can't get to everybody's question. So this is what I, because we got a little bit of time. There's a reaction button at the bottom of your screen, right? Click on that reaction button and raise your hand. We're going to get to as many people as we can in a reasonable amount of time. We can't get to everybody, but hopefully everybody's question, somebody has a question that somebody else is going to repeat. All right. So I'll do the first question. All right. Somebody actually dropped it in the chat. I saw it a couple of times. What type of inquiries can you remove? Can you remove mortgage inquiries? Any inquiry, I'm going to say this out loud, so listen to me carefully. Any inquiry that is not connected to an open account, comma, that is on your personal credit profile those are the inquiries we want you to go after. What does that mean? If you get a T-Mobile inquiry, an AT&T inquiry, Verizon inquiry, if you get that inquiry, does T-Mobile report to your personal credit report? No, it does not. So that one I can get rid of. That's the one I'm going to attack. When you go looking for a car note, right? And they blast your credit report with 15, 20 inquiries. Those inquiries come from like these side inquiry shops. It's not from Nissan. It's not from BMW. Those inquiries, you got to go after them. Most importantly, even mortgages, right? Mortgages. My mortgage is with like Bank of America, but Bank of America used another inquiry company to put the inquiry on my credit report when I was getting a loan. So I got that inquiry off. Most importantly, business funding. I saw somebody drop that in the chat. Once you get the credit card, once you're funding, yes, that inquiry you can remove. So if you go to Chase, if you go to American Express and you get funded, those inquiries you can dispute to have them removed from your personal credit profile because that credit card doesn't report to the personal. The only time I suggest do not touch those inquiries, other gurus will tell you to do it, is if the inquiry is connected to an account that's on your credit report. You got a Truist personal credit card, you got a Truist inquiry from that, you leave that alone because there's a chance you get the credit card shut down and we do not want that to happen. So that's the recommendation for that. All right, we got a couple of hands up, bro. Let's see who we can go to. We can't get to everybody. And I got one more surprise for y'all. At the end of this. Y'all know I got to do one more thing for y'all. Stay tuned. All right, JC, I'm going to ask you to mute yourself, bro. What is your question, bro? You're going to mute yourself.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Thank you for doing this.
No problem, bro. We appreciate you participating.
Yeah. My credit report is not reporting to Equifax. How do I fix that?
How do you fix that? So that has happened to me before often, right? What you can do is the first thing you're going to do is you're going to contact Equifax and let them know you need to be on record that happened. All right. When you let them know that, they're going to tell you the same thing. And I speak to the fraud department and be like, it's not reporting anywhere. Because when I was trying to get that mortgage I was talking about, it wasn't on Equifax. You're going to call. They're going to say they need ID. They need a copy of your driver's license, a copy of your social security card, and they're going to need a copy of like a utility bill to verify who you are. You're going to overnight it. You're going to fax it to them. I do both. I fax it and I overnight them, right? So that once they get it, they can verify who you are and then they turn on your credit report. For some reason, it got turned off. I don't know why it happens. It's happened to a lot of people. I get a lot of those questions, okay?
All right, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Great question. So let's keep these inquiries because I know you guys probably ask me, listen, I got this bankruptcy from 1993. We are asking questions about if you have any funding questions, we could throw those in, but we want to focus on inquiries to make sure everybody gets the value for why you showed up today. All right. Yeah. Next question, Mary Payne. I see your fans. I see your head. There's your head peeking up. Sis, talk to us. What is your question for today? Oop, I muted you by accident. There you go. What's your question for today, sis?
I'm not a girl.
No. This is for Mary Payne. Mary Payne. Okay. Hold on, we get back to you. Mary Payne, you gotta mute yourself, sis.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
I was actually trying to find his name, Quashawn.
Quashawn White.
Yes,
I was trying to find him on IG or Facebook. Can't find him.
So I sent it in the chat. I can't pin it in here. My Instagram is that's QJ. So it's gonna be THATS.
Hold on, stop one more time. Start with a T and Tom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So it's that QJ. So T as in Tom, H. Yes, ma'am. H as in hop, A as in apple, T as in Tom, S as in snake, Q as in quick, and J as in jump.
No word. Don't worry about it. It ain't no word.
I'm gonna drop. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure you guys get all the information. I'm gonna drop it in the chat again, and I'm gonna email it to everybody. So you're gonna get a recording of this, and you're gonna get. It's gonna have his Instagram. So we got you.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, Christopher Colbert, talk to me, bro. How you feeling?
What's up, Herman?
I'm feeling good, bro. Feeling good.
Yo world, man. So the question I had was the 30-minute call with Q is ultimately to identify what's being written on the dispute letter.
Right. So we know this is a quick call Zoom call that we're having. It's free. We totally get it, right? So some people like, hey Herm, I need you to hold my hand, right? So what Q decided to do, I was like, bro, look out for me. I know what you usually charge, but just look out for a one-on-one. He'll go over your credit profile with you. Make sure you write everything correctly on your report, how to dispute, how to call. He'll do a one-on-one with you to make sure you know how to do it properly. He's charging $50 for 30 minutes. If you got 50 inquiries on Equifax, guess what? You're getting your inquiry removed for $50. If you got 7 of them, so it's a good look for you. But you also know how to fish, because we want to make sure you guys know how to do it, and then you can do it for your friends and family also. So we want to make sure we give you the game. So that's what that $50 one-on-one is with Q.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right, no problem. And we'll drop that in the chat also. We'll make sure. Matter of fact, Q, drop that in the chat now. So if anybody wants to participate in that. But we want to make sure we give you as much information today. Also, Q, you just gave everybody that script on the screen. I know they're going to look at me crazy if they don't get that script. So drop that script in the chat, bro, of the step-by-step, all right, on how to do that, all right? Who we got? Michelle MacArthur. Lady in red, how you feeling? Your hair looks amazing. Talk to us, sis.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I already had, before I started attending the Bella Sloan Academy, I had someone doing my credit report for me. So now that I know I'm familiar with doing it myself, how do I don't want to do it and then interfere with him, so it looks like there's too much going on. So now I can ask him not to do it anymore, but should there be a window to the time I ask him to stop and the time that I continue, so there's no interference?
So I always recommend at least 30 days. The reason why I say 30 days is because you don't know the last time he sent out a letter on your behalf.
Okay.
So after the 30 days have passed, they probably faked it or they really did the investigation. So you don't want to send too many letters back to back, because that looks like a frivolous claim. So it'll give you at least 30 days.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys. Q just dropped in the chat the script. Don't worry, I'm copying, I'm pasting it. I'm on in my notes. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets that when we send you a recording of this project. We got you. All right, next question, my man, my bro. Your head already up. You already know I'm gonna ask you. Evan, talk to me, bro. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm great, man. I'm great. How are you? Looking
Feeling
beautiful,
good.
man. You know how to put on a show. You get the people pumped. I'm coming from the gym. I didn't even get a chance to put on a shirt. But really quick, before I ask my question, Michelle, maybe this is helpful for you. This is something to answer your question a little bit more. The first letter you're going to send out, if you're going to clean your own credit, you're going to ask the bureaus to remove all the comments off of your accounts, because I don't know how he disputed it, but like, if you look at your accounts, it will say this has been disputed by somebody. You might want to take all those comments off, so you're going into your disputes with a fresh slate. But I guess Quashawn, just a very, very quick question. All I want is the script that you write to Equifax. Like, how can we just send you $50 just to get that? I don't need it.
You put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
No, like I'm talking about the script that you send for the FTC, not the script that you say to Equifax, not the phone script. What you say exactly to when you file the FTC report.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll so just shoot me a DM on Instagram, and just say like I was in the class with Herman, and I'll make sure to get back to you on that.
All right. Okay. Last thing, I don't know how you're 23. That beard looks beautiful. I gotta get on your level, but
tell me about it.
It started growing in 5th grade. It started growing in 5th grade, so I can't really get too much into it. I don't know, man.
That is ridiculous. All right, let's get a couple of more questions, because my surprise guest is on the call. Y'all know him very well, but we want to give y'all some more game. All right, I see you waving your hand, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, I got you. Talk to me, bro.
I always watch on YouTube, but anyways, can I get the facts for TransUnion, Equifax, and experience like I every time I call them, they say they don't have a fax number, and I know they be lying to me. So I would like to get a fax number from a good source,
So this is what I would do, right?
a trusted source.
Because this is what I would do, right? This one's actually easy. If you just Google TransUnion fax number, Equifax fax number, Experian fax number, it's on their website. So whoever's saying it, whoever's saying
Regine's saying they don't have one anymore.
so Regine, which one doesn't have it?
Okay.
No, she said they don't have one anymore.
TransUnion?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, TransUnion
It's
doesn't
like
have a
I
fax
don't
number
want to
anymore.
fax.
That's
I don't want to fax my personal information off to any company. So that's why.
Any company. Got you.
I
Got
don't
you.
want-
Regine just said, she just put it in the chat, and this is one of our mentors in our group. So Equifax doesn't have a fax number anymore.
put it in the chat.
TransUnion has one. She says she's about to drop it in the chat shortly. So hold on 1 second, okay? So give us 1 second.
Okay, that's perfect. So Equifax don't have one.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate this this live chat.
Absolutely.
This free class.
Absolutely. Nate just asked a quick question in the chat. How long after removing an inquiry do you have to wait before you can run the playback? As soon as it drops off your credit report. As soon as it drops off your credit report, then run it back. All right. All right. Next question, Rosemary. Rosemary Masonette.
Oh, one second before we get to the last question. Someone said, can we pay for you to remove it for us? So guys, the real value within that call, for myself, I normally do, I think if it's under 5, it's like $40 per inquiry. And then anything more than that is just a flat fee of like $4.97. So the reason that I'm offering you guys this, especially with that 50%, again, is so that you then have the ability to do unlimited inquiry removal for yourself. But then again, you are able to make that money doing it for other people.
For other people, yeah. That's why we're teaching you how to fish. I mean, he could do it for you, but he's teaching you how to do it yourself, but he'll give you the option of doing it for you too. Let's see who we got. Sean Beasley. Unmute yourself, bro. How you feeling?
How you doing?
Feeling amazing, bro.
Do you even remember me?
No, bro.
Bro, how I tell you Gil told me about you and then I run into you in the mall in Atlanta with your wife?
Oh, that wasn't my wife. You see what you're doing? You airing me out on his. Look, I can't even drop the recording no more. Nah, I do remember you now.
Cold busted.
Oh
Yo, cold busted. Cold busted. Nah, that wasn't my wife, bro, but thanks.
Yo, so I have a question. So I appreciate what y'all just dropped in that chat. I'm going to use it because I was blessed that they really forgave my student loans. It was over $40,000 they just forgave. So they said that's going to be updated on my credit in 30 days. And when I pull my report, I have like 6 items on there. And it's like credit cards, there's late fees, and I want that stuff off. How can I get that off?
So you want late fees? So you want to reverse late payments on open accounts?
Closed account.
Closed account. So you want to delete the whole account. So you want to talk about credit repair right now? I got you. So this is what I'm going to do. Because I know you guys want some credit repair. I got you. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remember, I'm going to add this to my list right now. I'm going to email you. I'm going to email you a couple of videos. I'm going to show you how to remove collections for free. We did a class on that. We're going to show you how to remove late payments. We did a class on that. Sister Regine showed us how to do that. And I'm going to give you, there you go. They already dropped it in the chat, Regine. And then I'm going to give you Regine's Instagram so you guys can hit her up so she can, you can hit up Bella Sloan, but we got you. All right. We're going to drop that in the chat to ensure, I'm not in the chat. We're going to email it to you. How to remove late payments, reverse them on open accounts, how to delete collections. We're going to do that for free. We show you how to do it. And if you want somebody to do it to you, we're going to give you the link to Regine and myself on how to do that. We got you. All right. Regine just dropped something in the chat. All right. So we got you. We're going to give you the resources to make sure you win. All right. We're going to make sure we email everybody. Next up, and then I'm gonna ask 2 more questions, and then we're gonna give you to the last person because we get this call all the time. The last time we did a live call, he dropped a gem and he dropped this crazy list. We're gonna make sure you guys get it again. We're gonna give this opportunity. So let me see, Eric, you in the car? You got sunglasses? You got the beard? Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I'm feeling good.
No, I'm good, bro. Appreciate you, man. But
What's your question?
pretty much what I wanted to know was, Now, once you get through all of the steps, when it comes to removing everything off the credit report, how long does that normally take for it to actually show?
So we tell people your credit report gets updated every 30 days. So like on Experian, right?
Right.
When you get those inquiries off, they come off within 24 hours. But you
Right.
can't tell because your credit report hasn't updated yet. So if you go to Experian.com, it'll update quickly. But if you go to like Identity IQ, it'll take up to 30 days for it to be removed. So I tell people generally, once they say over the phone, hey, it's been removed, or you disputed it successfully, give yourself 30 days for your credit report to update that all those things came off.
I bet. Appreciate that, bro.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, one more question. Then we're gonna have our special guest come on to talk for like 10 minutes, and then we're gonna ask 5 more questions. Make sure you guys get as much gems as possible. Rosemary, let's shoot our shot again. Can you hear us, sis? I got you, Sergio. I got you. Don't worry about it, bro. Rosemary, we can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Okay, hello.
Hello, young lady. How you feeling?
How you been doing? I see you travel a lot. I gotta
I'm
be your
outside.
luggage.
I'm outside all the time. In Chicago next week.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of blessing for you and your family.
Thank you.
My question is, I've been disputing with Verizon Wireless Company, also with all 3 credit bureaus, but they still put it as verified. They have it as a collection. They have it as a charge off. The account been paid off, but it still stay open. And I'm like, what is that I gotta do to get this account removed, deleted from my credit report?
Got you. Great question. But for the purpose of this call, I can't go deep into it. So hold on one second. Hold on one second. We gotta mute. We gotta mute everybody real quick. So what we're gonna do is, again, in the follow-up to this email, because I got everybody's email, I'm gonna send you that link, because Verizon is a collection, it's not a charge-off. They're reporting it wrong. It's a charge-off. It's a collection. Regine did an amazing video. It was like an hour class that showed you how to dispute medical collections, but other collections also, step by step on how to do that. Amazing results on that. So we got you, Rosemary. We're going to send you a full video on that. Better than a quick answer can give you right now. Okay, excellent. All right, Sergio, I got you. But real quick, guys, I got my brother Kevin on the call today. And Kevin, he asked my brother to unmute himself. And I'm going to make him a co-host. So Kevin, make co-host. Kevin, are you there, bro?
I'm here. How's it going?
All right, we see that background. If y'all don't know, Kevin's opened up the dopest cheesesteak restaurant in Philly next weekend. It's about to be crazy, called Taste. So please, he'll drop his Instagram. So congratulations to my brother. He's at the construction site right now. That's why his background looked like that. But I was like, bro, slide in real quick to give them this gem. So listen, bro, I get this DM all the time because they keep rewatching that old YouTube video where you gave them the grant list, right, of how they can get grants for their business, and you gave it for 99 cents something. Like, I don't know what the price was, but I gave it to them for
I gave it to them for $9.90. It's
$9.90.
$20.
So listen, these grant lists, right? Check y'all chat. Regine just dropped something for y'all. Check y'all chat, bro. Check the chat. So listen, guys, Kevin, these grants, I want you to talk about grants real quick, and then I'm going to give you the floor so you could talk about why grants are so important for small businesses. Go ahead, bro.
Right. So not everybody has the most perfect credit, right? Some people have 480s, 500s. A lot of people are under 680 credit scores. If you look at the percentage, you'll be able to really dissect that and go into it. Now, that doesn't allow you to get business funding, but what does allow you to get funding is these different grants that these different companies are offering, whether it's Bank of America, whether it's Chase, whether it's Sony. They're partnering with different institutions so that they can allocate certain dollars to small businesses, to individuals. So I have a grant list. I have a grant list of over 250 plus grants ranging over $2 plus million in grant money. There might be, I think it's like $10 million worth of grant money on there. and that list fluctuates every year. So once you get this list, we're currently in September. So the grants that were from August to January, they're done, but September to December, they're still available. And those grants start all over again in January. So even if they're expired now, they're going to open right back up for you guys to apply for them. And 9 times out of 10, you are going to get the money. So let me show you how to specifically apply for these grants, because I know that's the craziest thing. Like, okay, I got the grant list, but how am I going to apply for this grant? So what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to, I'm going to share my screen. Is that okay, Herm? I'm going to share my screen with you guys.
Yes, that's okay, bro. Go ahead.
I'm going to give you guys the gem. Let's see here. We're going to go to Fiverr. We're going to share the screen. So this is Fiverr.com. If you're familiar with Fiverr, you can go on Fiverr and pretty much get everything freelance, from your websites to video animation, different types of content that you need, all of that stuff, right? All you have to do is just type in grant writer, right in the top.
Awesome. Thank you.
You'll be able to find different grant writers for your specific grant. Grant funding specialists, you send them over the grant that you want to apply for. They'll apply for your grant, do the RFP, do the business plan, everything like that, starting from like $15 to $35, depending on what you're trying to get done, right? Always look at their reviews. If they have 5 stars, they have 50 people who went through them. They have 4.8, they have 110 people who went through them. Always look at their reviews. Check to see their credibility when writing those grants. You're going to pay less than $100, right, to get 50, 20, 10, $30,000 that you don't even have to pay back ever. You don't have to pay this money back. No creditors are going to come after you. You don't have to show proof of what you spent this money on. This money is for you. Once you're awarded the money, it's yours. They deposit it to your account, then boom, you're done. They're not going to come checking for what the money was spent on. They're not going to do any of that. That's why people are applying for grants. And I just gave you guys a gem on where to go to apply for these grants. Not only am I going to do that, right?
Sorry, Kev, I had to mute everybody. So, Kev, you gotta mute yourself again, bro. You're gonna mute yourself.
The last thing you heard me say. What was the last thing you heard me say? You're muted.
No, you can start exactly where you left off, because I just muted you like 2 seconds ago. So you could just start.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a gem, right? So Fiverr is a gem in itself. You could go on Fiverr, you could find the grant writers, and that's gonna be beneficial for you. But the real gem that I'm going to do for you guys right now, and I'm gonna do a few things for you guys, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen again with you guys, because I want you guys to see this live and in person. And I haven't done this in a very long time, so bear with me. People have been asking me to do this again, and I've been real like, I don't know if I really want to do this for you guys. But since Herm got me on here and I'm kicking my ass in here, I still got to give something to you guys. So what I'm going to do right now, let me share my screen. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to change the price of this to $9.90 just for you guys. Okay, so it's going to be $9.90 for the next 24 hours for you guys. We're going to go to www.1990.co, excuse me. Once we get there, I'm going to go to business solutions. Underneath business solutions, we're going to go to the grant bundle list. You see right here that the grant bundle list is now $9.90. So we're gonna go here.
I'm gonna copy that link. Oh yeah, bro. Copy that link.
You guys.
Drop it in the chat.
What I'm gonna do next is I am going to drop it in the chat for everybody to go and purchase this list for just $9.90. Guys, go and grab that. This is for you. This is for you to change your life, to go make some money, to go get some grants. There's so many grants on here. It's an amazing, amazing list. So I just want to post that in the chat for you guys. Had to take some time out. Herman knows how busy I am, but I wanted to allocate some time to you guys specifically With all of this being said, guys, if you I know Herman made the announcement, but next Saturday, September 16th, from 2 to 5 is going to be the grand opening ribbon cutting for Taste Cheesesteak Bar in Center City, Philadelphia. Yes, a black man is in Center City, Philadelphia with a liquor license. Yes, that's it. We're gonna have cheesesteaks, oxtail cheesesteaks, tomahawk cheesesteaks, wagyu cheesesteaks, vegan cheesesteaks, portobello mushroom,
dog heavy,
jerk chicken cheesesteaks. We are going to have it all. So make sure you guys pull up. We're going to have a DJ out there. We're going to have some giveaways out there as well. We're going to be giving away $2,000 that day as well at the grand opening. So make sure that you guys pull up. You guys are going to be able to taste the food. We're going to have people walking around tasting the food as well. I'm going to be out there. We're going to have a few other notable influencers and celebrities that's going to be popping up, showing love as well. So make sure you guys are out there. And then we are going to be rolling until 3 a.m. We're going to stop serving alcohol at 2, but food will still be served until 3 a.m. So make sure you guys pull up. And then if you guys want to see the Eagles on Sunday or whatever sports team that you're rooting for, it will be Eagles inside a taste as well. But, you know, we're Eagles fans over here from Philly. So, guys, for sure, enjoy yourselves. Herman, I appreciate you for having me. I got to get back to work.
Get back to work, bro.
So, you know, thanks, Herman. Don't forget, guys, the billionaires can do it. Why can't you? So
can you. The name of the restaurant is Taste Cheesesteaks in Philly. Thank you, Kev. We appreciate you, bro. So listen, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop this in the chat, right, real quick. I see you guys already dropping the fire emojis because I want you guys to pay attention to what you guys got for free tonight, right? All right, and mad discounted because I'm dropping it in the chat real quick. The first link is to set up a one-on-one with Q for $50. It's a one-on-one call. Right? Do what you need to do. Get as many inquiries you could do for the one-on-one because damn, Herm just went a little bit fast. I know you're going to send me the recording again, but I'll need that one-on-one. We got you. It's only $50. Number 2, the second link I dropped in the chat, right? I'm going to drop it again. The second link is Q's Instagram because I know you guys are going to bombard him with DMs. Please be gentle with my guy. Don't go too hard on my guy. The third link is the actual script. We gave you the script on how to remove it from Equifax. We gave that to you for free. Herman, how do I remove collections from my credit report? I did a free video on it. Sister Regine, my sister in Christ, she did an amazing video for an hour. People have done many screenshots and results from that on how to remove collections from your credit report. The next link was Kevin's Instagram because I know you're going to want his Instagram, right? Because Herman, my credit ain't right yet, but I need funding for my business. Well, go get some grants from the government. And then he showed you how to fill out for the grants. He showed you what to do, right? And then the last link, right? Ray just said it. Regine changed his life. Listen, Regine changed my life too, guys. The last link is the bundle list for the grants, right? It's only $9.99. Go get it. Mimi said she already got it, right? So all this from a free webinar, right? Regine, drop your Instagram. Drop your Instagram in the chat so they can follow you. And because all she does is post receipts. That's all she does. Because Success has receipts. Shauna says she got her list. Annette says she got her list. Look at you. I love y'all executors. We gave y'all the play. Just go run it. We're not making this hard. We're not gatekeeping. The only time I tell people is like I pay for my time. That's the only thing. But I'm gonna give you this game. I'm gonna give you the sauce. Virginia says she got the list. Go ahead. Let me drop it in the chat one more time, because I know you guys are eager to get it. We're going to ask a couple more questions before we hop off the call, because I said I wasn't going to hold y'all too long tonight. Arthur got his list. Go ahead, guys. The information is there. Just go run the play. We can't make it any easier for you. Omar said he got the list. Ray said he got the Equifax script, and it worked already. What are we talking about? Just run the play. Troy dropped the receipt. Troy was like, bro, I got it. I'm not capping. I got it. Lisa got it. All right, man. Y'all just showing off. I love my executors on the call. All right, we still got about 400 people on the call. Regine just dropped her Instagram. Well, y'all chatting so fast. I'm going to make sure I copy it. There you go. 5S Enterprises. That's her Instagram. Just do yourself a favor. All right. You got Regine. I just posted a screenshot because Bella Sloan does not do credit repair when it comes to bankruptcies. I'm just over it, right? It just takes too long. I was like, Regine, I got somebody for you. She got it off of all 3 bureaus. I sent the screenshot. I posted it just in case you guys didn't see it. This is what she does using consumer law. This is what she used, right? And if they're not going to take it off, well, we're going to sue them. We're going to sue these credit reporting agencies. So listen, let's ask a couple of more questions before we hop off the call, because we want to make sure we get to talk to the people. Sergio, talk to me, bro. What is your question? I saw you, bro. Talk to me. What is your question? I see you there ready for me, bro. No, going once, Sergio. Going twice, Sergio. You might have to drop your question in the chat. No, you do not need to have good credit for the grant list. You do not. That's the benefit of it. That's why we had this call, right? That's why we had this call. I'm dropping her Instagram in the chat again. That's why we had this call, all right? Because you do not need it. So I'm gonna drop all the links in the chat one more time, all of them. Everybody's Instagram, all that stuff. All right, Sergio, drop your question in the chat, all right? Author Griffin, what is your question, bro?
I don't really have a question, man. I just want to say, great, fantastic job. This is my first time ever on one of your Zooms. I actually saw you through the event in Atlanta this past weekend at a person that I know. He was on his Instagram page, and I just decided to check you out, man. I just want to say, fantastic job. You're giving a lot of value, brother. So glad I actually hopped on here.
Dang, that means a lot to me. I really appreciate that for showing up. That means a lot. Definitely appreciate you.
No doubt.
Sergio, you want to try one more time, bro? If you can mute yourself. And Miss Turner just asked about the links. The links, don't worry. Everything we have, if you're in this class tonight, we are emailing you everything. A recording of this, we're going to put, and in the email, we're going to have all the links that you guys need. We're going to give you all the information to be successful. All right, so don't you worry about it. We're going to make sure you have the replay, and we're going to put this on YouTube too, on my Bella Sloan YouTube page. Let me drop that in the chat. By the way, go check that out, my YouTube page, because we get a lot of gems there. Click on that link. We got you. Want to make sure we give you guys all the resources so you guys can win. So there's no excuses for the fourth quarter. No excuses. We give too much information away for free. All right, too much. Let's see who else we got here. What other people hand is up? Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure we ask a couple more questions here. Monica D. Monica D, talk to me, sis.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys tonight for dropping the gems per usual. You never let us down, Herm. My question was for Q. I wanted to ask, I know you were talking about when we're on the line with Equifax or one of these other bureaus, and if they're not really budging with kind of, not your exact words, but basically beating them on the brow. What is some of the language that you utilize to kind of go in so that you can stick it to them a bit so they'll go ahead and remove it? I know if certain people don't work, you just kind of hang up and call back again. But if you don't mind, maybe like 1 or 2 gems that you're utilizing to kind of push them when they're not trying to budge.
I mean, really the biggest thing is to remember that, the law is on your side. That was one of the big things that, I realized, especially when I came in, in awareness of Regine. Y'all, if y'all don't tap in with Regine, she is the truth. All areas, she don't miss nothing. If y'all tap in with Regine, you'll see it, the law is on your side with these things. So mentioning things like the FCRA, if you want to go in depth and look up certain laws, within the consumer law space to really kind of, bring that point forward. For myself, I had a client recently who he was having some trouble with auto loans, for example. So I had some permissible purpose letters that I was able to send in on behalf of those, and then that got that resolved as well. So, it's really important to just really understand that you already are in position to get the desired results. It's just about making sure that they are then working with you and cooperating with you in order to see those come to fruition.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so definitely lean into those laws.
Thank you so much, bro. Next question, Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw, unmute yourself, bro. We'll take a couple more questions. Peace, King. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. 2 really quick questions. One for you, Herman, and one for Q. Herman, you first. I recently just got approved for a line of credit of $25K with TD Bank, and they pulled from Experian, right? I was told that I can still get that inquiry removed, but isn't that connected to an open account?
So if you heard what I said, connected to an open account, that also reports to your personal. So that business line of credit you got for 25,000 does not report to your personal. So you can max it out, not going to affect your credit. And it's an interest only loan. So that 25,000, you can max it out. Probably going to cost you like 200 a month. If that, I think it's going to be lower than that. But that inquiry, you can get it off because it's not reported. So go get it off and go get funding from another experienced bank. They're not going to know you just got 25 from TD.
Cool. And Q, for you, is there a way you can still remove the inquiries? Because I know about using the I know how to send my FTC report and my CFPB reports and everything, but is there a way you can still run that play to remove the inquiries without having to physically send in those letters?
Yeah, the letters. Yeah, honestly, bro, I haven't sent in the letters. It's been months since I sent in like letters per se.
Right.
I do everything. Everything is digital now, so I do everything digital. The letters that I send up, the letters I type up, the FTC report, everything is digital. So I don't do letters anymore unless it's for certain things. Like I'm working on a bankruptcy now. For that, I'll send letters because it goes to the courthouse, things of that nature. But outside of that, bro, everything is digital at this point for me.
Digital. All right, cool. And I know the actual text to put in on the FCT report. I have that, so I just gotta keep running it and wait till it falls off, kind of thing, and just keep hounding them. So all right, cool. Thank you.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know, probably my next free class I'm gonna do, Sister Regina, if you're on the call, we gotta show you guys how to sue these credit bureaus and actually get paid for these inquiries they're not getting off your credit report. You feel me, guys? Yeah. You see that? Yeah, it's got to come off. We gotta show you how to do that. Next up, we got Howard. Howard, unmute yourself, bro. Howard going once. Howard going twice. All right, we got to go to the next person. We got Miss. Oh, there you go. Talk to me.
Buzzer beater.
Hello? Nope. All right. So, Miss Israel, you've been patient. Miss Israel, what is your question?
Trying to unmute myself. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, Herman. Thank you so much for valuable information. I follow all your 10 commandments. But I have two questions. The first one, I removed all my hard inquiries.
Good.
But I have about 30 soft inquiries.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do about them? Do I need to follow the script?
Nothing. Soft inquiries do not affect your credit report.
Okay.
Only the hard inquiries affect you, so you should be fine.
So I'm 0. My next question is that I need to drop my usage to 30% because it's on 40% right now.
Mm-hmm.
So should I go just open a bank account and just wait with the credit card?
So, two options. If your credit,
I have over 700 credit score on 3 bureaus. So I just dropped the usage from learning from you to about 30%, but right now I'm 40%.
Right.
So what should I do?
Two options. Just pay it down over time, or you can get a trade line to put on your credit report that'll drop your usage. So if your usage is 40%, you probably don't need such a big trade line, maybe something 10, 15,000, so that when they divide and do the math, your credit, it's under 30%. And then once it's under 30%, then you can run and get your funding before the trade line drops off.
Okay.
Thank you. Excellent question. I see y'all still getting Kevin's list. Y'all just drop it in the chat. Y'all go ahead and get that grant list because there's ways to get funding, whether you have good credit or bad credit. Grants are the best ways to do it. All right. Taylor Phillips, talk to me. What question do you have? We're going to take 5 more questions on the call.
Hello, how are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Doing amazing, sis. Talk to me.
Good. I just have a quick question. When you get inquiries removed and then they put a fraud alert on your report, how can you get the fraud alert off? Because that's what I'm having trouble with now.
Simple phone call. Reggie just dropped it in the call. Simple phone call. You are the owner of your credit report. Just call them. Be like, hey, there's a fraud alert. I'd like to remove it, please. That is simple.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's all.
Absolutely. All right. We got 4 more questions to go. And
one more second, Herm. So I realize a lot of people are asking about the FTC script. So the thing with my FTC is that I don't just kind of leave it at, please remove the inquiries. The thing that worked very well for me for Equifax and TransUnion was because of the fact that I put what I said, it tied in also to some type of monetary relief. So, you know, they were like, well, we don't want to pay out. So let's just kind of comply. That's what makes it work a lot more effectively is I put some stuff in there about taking some money out their pockets. And that's kind of what makes them put a little pep in their step.
Ooh, you talking heavy. You talking heavy. There you go. So you let them know in advance that if they don't remove this, we go into litigation immediately. We're not going to even play. So that's a great tip. Next one, Daniel D. I don't want to butcher your last name, bro. What is your question for us tonight? We down to 3 more questions. Talk to us, Dan.
Man, what's up, fam?
Feeling good, bro?
Yeah, all of that. My question was, I had one question. Can we remove child support?
Yes, you can remove child support. Anything negative on your credit report can be disputed successfully.
Yeah, we've been having some struggles with a few of our clients with child support. Yeah, we've been struggling.
You know who you need a consultation with? Guess what name I'm gonna say?
Who is that?
Regine. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna drop her Instagram in the chat right now. So it's the only one. I'm gonna drop right now. That's her Instagram. DM her, hit her up, right? Like she just said, a collection. A child support is a collection. Those can be removed off your credit report. Anything negative. Anything negative. All right.
So you got an event in Chicago coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be BET. I'm doing something with BET next weekend, the Wayfair Summit or something like that. It's a men's event. I'm gonna post about it.
Yeah, drop the link, man. I'm gonna be there.
Absolutely. I love the support. Thank you so much. All right, we got 3 questions yet. T Rollins, I saw you was patient, sis. Talk to me.
Okay, very, very fast. This is my first time meeting everyone. Miss Regine, I love you. I love you all. You are giving such great information. But I'm trying to purchase everything and I did get here late. The class with Q, the one-on-one with Q, I heard earlier was $50, but when I'm trying to purchase it, it's still saying I believe 20.
So it's automated into the system at the checkout. So I was gonna say that at the end of the call as well. So I know it says it because I'm getting a lot of DMs, a lot of y'all booked, a lot of people ready to work, like ready to execute. But yeah, so once you get to the end, you'll see it says student discount and it'll be the 50 off.
Okay. That's all I wanted. Oh, so much.
Thank you for supporting. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. Jenny Watkins, sis, talk to me.
Hi.
Hey, she was all rested up. Now you're awake. You rested up. Talk to me, sis. What you got for us?
I just need a plug on Tradelines.
You need a plug on Tradelines. That's easy. Boom, boom. Check the chat right now.
Thank you.
That's the plug on the Tradelines. So I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna put that in the description of the YouTube video because you asked that question. So now everybody's gonna ask for it. So that's the plug for the Tradelines.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Let's see who else we got in the chat. Q, you okay to go a little bit longer, bro?
Oh, good. Go ahead, man.
Excellent. Chris Rod, what's your question, bro? Chris Rod.
Wow, what's going on, man? Thank you
I'm
for
feeling good.
It's good to hear, man. I've been to your Zooms about like maybe 3 or 4 so far. You know,
Have I disappointed? Have I ever disappointed, bro?
not in the slightest. And this last one is making me want to, not making me, I'm going to pull the trigger on everything that's going on. Like it's a must. It's a must.
There you go. So what's your question tonight, bro?
I saw how to remove, which is this one. I saw how to get funded, all of that. I didn't book the personal consultation because obviously at the moment, not obviously, but like now, like that's something that's a little bit out of my price range. If I were to pay for it, then I'd have to put it on a credit card, but that's besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
So basic story is like, I can give you all my credit scores that I got, but none of them hit 680 to get funded. I just saw the grant list. I'm probably gonna pursue that. But in order to get my FBA business funded, I got to pay down my utilization. How's that? What would be like a good play or method to go about that besides utilization? Once the utilization is taken down and maybe I get some grants to like either help with the utilization or I use the grant to fund the FBA.
What is your credit scores?
Credit score, FICO 660, Equifax, Capital One, all that is 610.
Okay.
And I don't
So
but
usage is
Capital One
hurting.
pulls from all of them, and so does Discover. So it's like a bit confusing.
Okay, so your usage is killing you, right? So
Yeah,
there's
but
two ways to help with usage that I recommend. The first way, obviously, is get some trade lines to decrease your usage. Now, when I say trade lines, because somebody asked it in the chat, what is trade lines? Trade lines is, say, for instance, Chris, he has a $10,000 credit card and he maxed it out 100%, right? I have a $20,000 credit card. That's my trade line. I call Chris, I get his social, his birthday, his information. I call my credit card company and I add Chris to my $20,000 credit card. So now on Chris's report, he went from having $10,000 to 30 total, right? But he maxed out. My $20,000 credit card is zeroed out. There's nothing on it. He maxed out the $10,000 credit card. So he went from 100% usage to 33% usage because he was added on my trade line, right? Just like that. And his score shoots up because of that. Because the more you max out your credit cards, the lower your credit score goes. But he probably needs another trade line on there to get him under 30%. So, bro, that's the first thing I would do. The second thing I would do is kind of a crazy method because it's very unfamiliar with people. I feel that taxes are ghetto, right? That's my tagline that I use. So this is how I teach some of my mentees on how to increase their income, pay down their debt without having to get a second job. I tell people, adjust your taxes. Talk to your tax professional about this. I'm not a tax representative, but here's the tip on how to do it. So everybody, when they first get their job, they're putting on their W-2s or whatever, their I-9s, hey, take out the most money. So what you just did is you gave Uncle Sam $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 extra every paycheck or every month, right? For free. And then in January, February, we run and do our taxes, and then everybody feel they won the lottery. They got $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 checks. So you just gave Uncle Sam money to hold at 0% interest for free. That's crazy. So I tell people, talk to your tax professional. I want all my money right now. I worked for it. Give it to me right now. So just by adjusting your W-2s, your W-4s, your I-9s, talk to your tax professional, now you're getting an extra $500, $600, $700, $1,000 a month in your paycheck. You take that money, act like you never got it, and you use it to pay down your debt. No tax refund in January.
I hear you.
So those are the two ways that I do it. All right. So we're not living that life where we're giving the government money for free anymore. You pay the taxes you're supposed to pay. Give me all my money, right? Because they're holding their money 0% interest. You can't get money from the government for 0% interest. That's crazy. All right.
Hear you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right. 2 more questions, and then we're gonna let my guy Q go. Claudia L'Espérance. I hope I said it right. Claudia,
yes, yes, you did. Hi,
did I crush
how are
it?
you?
Did I crush it? Not poulet. I couldn't embarrass you. I had to say it right.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. This is so much. I came in on a little bit like 15 minutes late, but this is so informative. Really quick. So my credit score was like 720. Within the past 4 months, I'm speaking to other people that's helping me through my life insurance to help me pay out my debt through my cash value and stuff like that. A lot of information. But anyway, they just started closing down my accounts for no reason. Like I pay my cards off almost, I only ever owe like 20%. In literally 1 month, they have shut down 5 cards on me. So I thought it was 5. And it's like now my score went from 720, I'm now down to 594. I'm trying to get a business, like I'm trying to get funding to open a restaurant, and I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so you killed the vibe of the group tonight. You killed the vibe of the group. Why? Because I do not have a solution for that. When these banks close these credit cards, it is impossible to get them open again. And even if they open them again, they're not going to give you the years that you had on them. But they didn't tell you why they closed it.
They said they just made a business decision. So I literally had to call the credit bureau. I'm like, I've never paid late. I always make sure that I'm under at least 20%. I never owe them like that. I usually pay all of my cards. So for that to happen, I'm just livid. So I was speaking to my insurance rep.
Have you disputed open accounts? Like why? Like for no reason. You never complained
No.
about it.
No, because their card, I was never really a Abbott credit card person. I only got cards when we wanted to build a home, and they were like, ma'am, you have money, but you don't have credit. Everything you do is cash. So, you start with one card, then they all start sending them, so I wind up with probably like 8 cards, but I always pay everything. And they shut 5 down on me. So I don't know.
I'm sorry that happened.
Okay.
To you. It's happened to me before. 1 or 2 credit cards closed on me, and they just said they don't have to give you a reason. The banks told me, just like you can close your account with us whenever you want, we can close an account with you whenever you want, whenever they want. So it's happened to me before, and then I don't have a solution for it.
So how do you build from that at least? Like, how can I
basically start over? So you apply for new credit cards, credit unions, they always give it back first. So I start with my credit cards first. The credit cards that you have now. Now the 3 you have left, those are the most important trade lines that you have because they have age on them. Ask for credit limit increases on those, because the older your credit card, the higher the limits, the better your profile looks over time.
But even with the score being now 598, I think it says, like, they would still raise it up.
So some of them will, some of them won't. Some of them will raise it just on the relationship that you have with them, and they'll just give you the credit limit increase. Some of them won't. You just have to wait for the time to pass, because credit is like a human. It's like skin. So you cut it, it's 590, it's bleeding. Over time, it'll heal itself, and the scores will naturally go up without you having to do anything.
Okay, so my best bet now is to go through the grant funding then, to try to get money like that.
The grant funding, put some trade lines on your credit report so it'll go up to 700, and then ask for the credit limit increase. That's another option.
Sounds great. You are awesome. I am going to stick with you like rice on rice.
I appreciate you
White
so
on
much.
rice, sorry.
Appreciate you so much.
Merci en pile.
Merci
Bon
en pile.
travail.
One more question for the night. Troy Blanton, talk to me, bro.
Peace to you, man. First off, man, this has been super dope. Like, I got a lot of value. So I'm in Cali, and about a year, bro, I've been pretty much doing similar what you're doing. What I would like to ask is, how could a brother partner up, or like, are you still accepting apps for mentees, man? Because I'm people bombarding me with ways to assist them, and I have so much information, and like you say, I'm applying that knowledge. However, I know I could be chiseled some.
Absolutely. So this is what I just did. I dropped it in the chat just now. So yes, we are still taking on mentees. We have an amazing, because I didn't want to sell on this call, I just wanted to give free information, right? But I do have a mentorship. It is only $900, right, for that mentorship. And it has you see the videos we have now. We have videos on credit restoration. We have credit on funding. So you see that PowerPoint I just gave you is real short. That the funding class is 2.5 hours long, right? And then once you get people funded and you fix their credit, you want to show them what businesses that are available to them that they can fund. So we have classes on Airbnb, e-commerce, how to market your business. And then we meet up twice a month. Right? We meet up twice a month. We have a private Facebook group you get access to, where the community is like 1,500 strong, where you drop the question in there and everybody's helping each other out because it grows. And twice a month you meet up with me. Once a month you meet up with me. And the second time during the month, you meet up with a coach that just comes on and give you some free game. So you have that option. And then we have a VIP day where you come to Philly and you spend a day with me, and we teach you how to do what I do, literally, especially when it comes to funding your clients. So I'll drop that in the chat. I just dropped it in the chat. I'll make sure you guys get the same links when we email this to everyone. So we got when we email this to everyone. So we got you.
Okay, for sure. Appreciate you, King.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So guys, Q, you still there with me, bro?
We good. It's all out there, bro.
Good.
I'm trying to get back to these DMs, man.
I know the DM's going crazy. You knew what was going to happen, bro. I warned you in advance. So listen, let's recap real quick for you guys that came late on the call, right? So this is what's going to happen, right? Number one, this call is recorded. We're going to email it to everybody. Number two, the links that we discussed in this chat, the grant list, the grant list of over $2 million, Kevin's going to drop. I'm going to give you that link so you guys can get it while it's on discount for under $10. Hold on.
And then the AP for me questions.
Question.
My PC is not working.
Let me mute.
Not working properly. Every time that I try to log inside of it, it's not happening.
There we go. Mute everybody. I got everybody's Instagram that is important for you. I got my Instagram, Q's Instagram, and Regine's Instagram. Right. These are the three people that are going to help you be extremely successful. Q dropped the script on what to say when you are calling Equifax. Q also dropped his link if you want to do a one-on-one and you like, I just need somebody to hold my hand real quick. He's only charging $50 for him to walk you through what you need to do to get these inquiries off your credit report. Let me tell you why that's so important. Bella Sloan Enterprises, we charge $40 per inquiry per credit bureau, right? He's showing you how to fish for $50, right? Just book the link with him, right? And I told you about the script that he's giving you. And I dropped my mentorship course class. If you want to participate in that, we want to give you access to that. But we gave so much free information tonight. We want you guys to execute on the information. And I'm going to give one thing away for free, right? One thing away for free, right? If you just screenshot this, and tag me, Haitian _CEO on Instagram, we're going to fix one person credit for free. Tag it and post it to your Instagram. Tag it and post it to your Instagram. We're going to fix somebody credit for free. Sergio, I see Sergio. We're going to try this one more time, bro. Unmute yourself. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you.
What up?
Can you hear us now, bro?
Yeah.
There we go. Sergio. All right. Let's give Sergio a round of applause. What is your question, Sergio?
My name is Sergio. Who are you asking for?
Oh, Sergio. Oh, this is Toph Millie. Oh, Sergio. Sergio says connecting to audio. So Sergio still can't connect. So Sergio, DM me. I'm sorry we couldn't get to your question because I think you have an audio.
Hello.
You have an audio question. Hold on, let me mute all real quick. So Toph Millie, can you ask your question? I'll let you be the last question of the night.
So the class was really good and I appreciate the free game, but what is the very, very, very first step so it's not forgotten to start the whole process?
For inquiries?
For the entire seminar.
The very, very first step is pulling your credit to see what's on your credit. That's the first thing to do. So to identify what problems to fix, you want to pull up your credit to see what's on it. So you want to clean up your name, make sure you have one name on your credit report. This is called credit optimization. You want to delete all the old jobs. You want to delete all the old addresses off your credit report. And then with the game that you got tonight, remove the inquiries. And once you do that, now you can see what the next steps are in terms of funding or even getting collections off or anything else after that.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a
No problem. I got you. All right, guys, listen, you guys were amazing. If you felt today was a little bit of value, just drop a fire emoji or one in the chat. Just a little bit. Herman, this class was about a 5 out of 10. If it was at least that, thank you.
Herman, I don't know how to do fire emojis. I'm new to the social media thing, but it was fire. Trust that.
Thank you
I don't
so
know how
much.
to do this. Maybe you should have a class on that. You know how to use Instagram and all that good stuff. I'm new to this.
Thank you so much.
But thank you. It was very good.
I truly appreciate you
Hey,
guys.
Herman, thank you so much, man.
Yes, 100%. We thank you so much for supporting us and trusting the brand. We always tell people we're not going to waste your time and we're not going to waste your money. We're going to post this. We're going to post this to YouTube. We're going to email everybody all the information. If you were late to the class, we got you. Have a wonderful evening.
That was a good. That was fire.
Thanks,
Herman. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you. Good night.
All right.